What do you think about the reaction that people have when he does make his interventions into the public debate? People are quick to call him a war criminal and all of these labels. But the reality is he did win 3 elections, so he was very popular at the time. And so what do you make of how that perception of him seems to have changed?
Well, it's interesting. He seems to be less popular now amongst Labour voters than amongst people, including myself, who never voted for him at the time. I think for those on the left, there's a sense that 10 years in power is a good opportunity to do things, and that he didn't achieve what they would have liked him to have achieved. Many of the real legacies of Tony Blair should, I think, perhaps be seen in the so-called heir to Blair, David Cameron's term of government. And if he has a legacy, in some ways, it's David Cameron's government. But of course, invariably, Afghanistan and Iraq overshadow the Blair years. It went catastrophically wrong, even in Tony Blair's own terms. It went catastrophically wrong, even if he still justifies, at least to himself, the reasons for taking the decisions he did. So every prime minister after their time goes through a period of unpopularity, and then there's a reevaluation. I think in time, people will accept that in Britain, at least, the Blair years were relatively peaceful. We should give credit, I think, to his role, although started by John Major, his role in ending the Troubles in Northern Ireland, although that story obviously is ongoing. We may, in a matter of days, have a Sinn Féin-led administration. But that, along with a decade of economic growth, again, not entirely of Gordon Brown's doing. Gordon Brown is Chancellor, but a decade of economic growth always creates some positive legacies in terms of investments and opportunities that growth encourages.